I'm leaving, so you can have it.
Okay.
You're just okay.
All right.
Just get him in here though.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute you guys in a second.
I'm good.
All right, we're good. All right.
Hey, do I have the right camera on? I don't have a camera on.
Nope. We got
Recording in progress.
Which
All
camera
right.
is that, Timmy? It's okay.
It's whoa.
Sorry, I'm just gonna laugh.
Bill, can you turn down your mic a little bit? John, it's your face camera.
Wait, am I fine now or?
You're pretty loud. I don't know.
Sorry, I don't know.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I enjoyed it. It made me feel funnier.
Yeah. So everybody, if you're here to draw Euphoria tonight, you're in the right place. We're gonna get started in a second. Just letting Dale Stefanos enter the room and leave the room, and then enter and leave. Sounds like he's got some technical difficulties going on, but we'll get started in just a second.
How is
We'll
that?
eventually be there.
How is that, Timmy?
It's fine. It's
Is it too loud?
it sounds the same, but we'll survive. So yeah. But yeah, just curious who in the audience is watching Euphoria, doesn't care, or has avoided it on purpose. We're not going to talk about it too much. We're probably just going to draw it. This was a last minute choice by me and John. And John, you went with it because you liked the imagery. Right?
I like the imagery a lot. It's beautifully photographed, beautifully lit from the still shots that I saw.
Yeah. All right. So Francesca is here because it's her favorite show. Glad we could get you here. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, let's get the show going. Okay. Here we go.
You stole the share before I could bring it back to this. So
Somehow it's my fault.
it's okay. Hey, welcome everybody. Another episode of Illustration Isolation. This is, God knows, 120 something maybe. So we got to be in there somewhere.
We're gonna get what is it? We get serialized by or whatever. We're gonna get residuals.
Good. We'll get 0 of 0.
Yeah. That's it. That means that's infinite.
Yeah. All right. Everybody, this is going to be a fun night. The reference is really strong. It's from the HBO series Euphoria. I have not seen an episode. I've been warned not to see an episode, only because of the emotional triggers that are in the show. So I just chose this by looking at imagery that I could find, and found some really great stuff. Our first pose tonight from Zendaya is the actress.
Zendaya.
Again, I know nothing.
It's fine.
And then second pose, and this is the first of the 20-minute poses. The second 20-minute pose, give me a second here, is it Al G. Smith?
Sure.
I do not know the show. I do not know the characters. I have a feeling from how they post things that he is not a major star on the show.
Yeah, John, just going forward, we'll just assume with an asterisk on everything you say that you've not seen the show.
Okay. Well,
we'll put it in the footnotes. Don't worry anymore.
But I had a reason for saying that. And
okay,
my reasoning is this was it's a beautiful photograph.
It really is.
And great looking individual. And it's just a beautiful shot. So I went for it. Sydney Sweeney, beautiful pose, beautiful shot. I love the color in these. And then Alexis Deming, that you have your choice of this pose or this pose for the last 40 minutes. You could do both, or you could do one. It's a 40-minute pose. So if you have been here before, you know that we want you to post your work to hashtag illustration isolation in between poses, or all at the end of the night. I think it's better to do it along the way. And then we'll go through and look at the work at the end. I am joined tonight by Cassandra Loomis, Timmy Trayvon, Bill Cobe. I think Dale got in here, Dale Stefanos. So we got a good crew here, a bunch of really great drawers, and looking forward to see what everybody does. So I'm all set. I hope everybody's ready to draw. Timmy, you got anything to say?
Only thing I'll say is I'm going to drop that link in the chat. So if you don't have the photos yet, that's where we get them. If this is your first time joining us, use the chat to tell us where you're tuning in from, and yeah, and let us know if you're drawing with us.
So I'm waiting for I'm going to turn my camera on, and then Dale's going to yell at me because I got here 20 minutes early and I've been drawing. I'm gaming the system, Dale. Maybe Dale doesn't have a mic.
Yeah, Dale's got some mic issues, but I'll start texting him in a second.
Yeah,
No
he says no mic.
Hell, wow, this might be the best episode of Illustration.
Nobody has mics.
I feel like this is low-hanging fruit telling us that.
Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy. His middle finger is gonna come up into the screen in a second. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Well, the funny thing is I also said something, but then I realized my mic was muted, so it didn't happen. You know, it was the tree falling in the forest, and nobody gave a crap. You know.
Wow, John, this is great.
Oh, that's beautiful, John.
Damn, John. Okay, John only gets 5 minutes on the next pose.
I love the aesthetic of this show.
I'm gonna go let my dog in.
When you're done, John, please turn that towards the camera. I would love to see it straight on.
Oh, is it in a kind of a weird place right now?
Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's great.
Well, Cassandra came in here early, and I was telling her what I was doing was I wanted to just block in a bunch of color and rub it out and give myself something to draw against.
Mm-hmm. Well, it already looks awesome.
I mean, it looks like a painting more than a pastel piece.
It definitely has a Renaissance vibe to it.
Yes.
I just dropped the link to the photo. Sorry, I was a little behind everybody, but if you need a photo for tonight's image, go ahead and grab it. This first pose, we usually go to 7:30, so, or 6:30, depends on where you are. John, I'm sorry. I was just going to ask John, how long ago did you start on that?
I started when we were setting up.
Oh, wow.
You were here when I started.
Wow.
I was in here. I didn't start till we got in here.
Love the way you placed, you know, the size you made her head and her body and stuff. That's fantastic.
Thanks.
Hey, Bill, are you using a different mic or something?
No, I'm using the same, my computer mic.
Oh, we're getting like a lot of
Let me just,
noise
let
on
me just
your end.
see. Um,
Bill, can you paint quietly? Can you draw more quietly?
Hey,
How's it
John.
I'm just teasing.
Give me how's
John,
that?
hey, Bill, 1 second. John, you and Cassandra can chat art for a second. I'm going to give Bill a call.
Okay. So Cassandra, what do you want to talk about?
Ooh, yeah.
Well, I'll talk.
Yeah.
I watched Cassandra do an unbelievable demonstration the other night.
Oh, you're so nice. Thanks for letting me.
Explain what you were doing.
Well, I was first just talking about how like just kind of like a 101 on working with galleries, and then I did a demo in walnut ink and gouache.
It was terrific.
Well, it is always fun. I have to work on like my Bob Ross talkability because I feel like when I don't have y'all here, I don't know what to say.
The room gets pretty empty when you're demoing online, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you don't know who's there, and you don't like, and then you're just kind of talking into the void a bit.
And the catch is there's nothing to assess, because people may be like completely enthralled with what you're doing. They're just watching and they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Dale.
Hey, Cassandra, that was great.
Oh, thanks.
Actually,
I'm back. How do I sound?
Sounds great, Bill.
Sound good, Bill.
Man, it's like the audio gods are upset with us tonight.
You know what it was? I was going to come in with a hot take, Timmy, and say that little song is growing on me. I kind of missed it. I've been here for the past couple of weeks, and
it's only, you only have to hear it like 500 times and then you really start to like it.
yeah.
Well, I think like we should have an anniversary version, like a show's been on for a long time and they'll do the same song like in a different way. I think like Dale and Adam should do like their version of this song.
That's a good idea. I love that idea.
We've made a pledge that if anybody submits an illustration isolation song,
I'm not kidding. I really want you guys to do it.
Play it at least once.
At least once. Okay.
Yeah. For you guys, probably twice.
All right.
Oh.
For what it's worth, Cassandra, I was talking. I was having a really good conversation with you on Monday.
Oh, thank you, man.
And you weren't responding, and I was like, "Dude, what? Like, come on, man." It's like being a comedian and having no idea if you're getting laughs, right?
Yeah. Like, when you don't know, like hear crowd responses or anything, you just don't know how it's going.
Yeah.
I was repeating your questions. Yeah.
I don't know. I had a feeling you were painting, John.
I was not.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did for a few minutes.
Yeah. I can hear a little pastel work in the background.
I put the back. I was paying attention. I put the background of Devin's cat in from the other night.
The most impressive.
You were working on that thing you're working on right now. You have to admit.
What?
That is gorgeous.
I know, it's beautiful.
I started that when we came into the room tonight, Dale. I just happened to come into the room a little earlier.
You got it tonight, man. Just like.
Yeah.
John hasn't left the room since this morning.
John has, yeah. He's got the hot hand tonight.
I doubt that.
No, you do. Hey, Dale, congratulations, man.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, I congratulated you too.
What is the congrats for?
I got into American illustration, which is kind of like,
Wow.
It's like dad sneaking into the cool kids party.
What is it like, John?
It's work that's based more on, I'll be my perspective. It's based more on concept. It's less about drawing and painting, I believe. That's my take on it. And
I feel like Dale's probably being pretty modest.
It's a really awesome piece of Charles
Oh,
Dickens done in ballpoint.
no, it's a
Love
good
it.
show. It's just, Dale's work is loaded with skill and craft, and it's usually that book doesn't focus on that as much.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
a good
No,
description?
exactly. Yeah, it tends to be trendier, and I don't mean that as a pejorative at all.
More conceptual.
Well, really, I wasn't kidding. It tends to be more of like the cool kids, and there are exceptions, of course. I think Joe Ciardello's been in there since. I don't think he's missed an issue yet, but it just tends to be more sort of the hot stuff that's happening at the moment. Last time I was in there was, I think, 13 years ago. So
Dale,
keep trying, kids.
Back when you were the hot stuff.
Yeah. Right.
So Dale, during this, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 years into the academy, Gary Kelly would come every summer, and it was just after they announced the winners and stuff like that at so a month or two from now. And he'd say, well, I did it again, didn't get into American illustration. He entered 8 years in a row before he got in.
Oh my God.
Gary Kelly, and
Oh
I'm
my
just,
God.
and he was so excited when he got in. He's like,
Was he really?
yeah, he was really excited. He was like,
Awesome.
I can say I did that now.
Did his career really take off after
Oh
that?
yeah, then his career took off. Yeah.
Dale, was this your BB King drawing?
No, it was a Charles Dickens
Oh, I shared a link to the wrong one then.
thing.
It was something that looks like he did in here.
You know what, John? I for a second I thought, geez, is that an illustration isolation thing? I really didn't know.
Yeah,
But we didn't do that here,
was.
did we?
Do what?
Yeah, sure.
No, did we do a Dickens here?
Yes, we did. We did that post.
Oh.
There was a writer's night.
Oh, then maybe.
Was it really?
Yeah, but Dale, that was one of those ones you posted when you're like, oh, I just felt like drawing, and you just like, I remember that because I was like, that's what you do when you just feel like drawing. Wow.
Oh yeah. I have this thing like a morning doodle, because I love when people are like, here's a quick painting I did, and it's obviously like a 200-hour painting, right?
Here's what I did while I was having coffee.
Yeah. Well, I do a lot of those when I'm having coffee. It's just I have a lot of coffee.
A lot.
How long did that take you to do?
I don't know. That's probably I don't know, maybe an hour.
Are you gonna do one of your ballpoint ones for your studio bridge? The studio bridge?
Cassandra, my nights consist of me waking up and thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Then do one. I would love
Well,
to watch it. 'Cause,
sure.
Well,
like,
we got ballpoint pen and we got airbrush.
yeah.
So
See, 2 nights.
yeah, where do we
Done.
take it from there?
I was thinking about doing like an entire evening on invoicing.
You should. Seriously,
Yeah.
it's so important.
It
How about
really is.
invoicing and contracts?
Yes, invoicing, contracts,
I'm not, yeah, that's so important.
tracking down deadbeat clients,
Collecting.
collecting.
You would be the perfect person for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what I was talking about this week. It was all
It was
about like,
The
here's how you write
Stephanos
an
method.
email.
No, that was good stuff, Cassandra. It was really good. Yeah.
You go to
Very good stuff.
stefanoscollections.com.
Stephanos.
Yeah. I love that.
Collect. Here's a question from Ocean, just on the topic of AI. How should I treat that loss? It sounds like Ocean submitted to AI. It sounds like.
Yeah, good.
Should I
You
go
should
over my
have.
work? Should I go over my work with a more critical eye? How should I approach the loss in a constructive way?
It has nothing to do with you. It could be, that there was much stronger work. It could be that the jury saw your work after lunch. It could be that the jury saw your work after they had seen, I think it was 7,000 images. Maybe you were in that 6,000 to 7,000 range. Having been on several juries, I get it now. Like I used to get really really sort of crestfallen if I didn't make it into shows, and I totally get it now. When I do get in, I'm just sort of like, okay, great.
Ocean, were you listening? Gary Kelly entered 8
Yeah.
times. And
That's
didn't
what
get
I
in.
just was gonna point out, like Gary Kelly, man.
Yeah.
That's probably a good attitude to have about all shows.
After you hear more about the judging, I think, like Dale says, it makes it a lot more understandable.
Yeah.
Why you get in or don't get in, and
Well, also, like, we are in a career that is going to be riddled with rejection. So, it's all about picking yourself off, dusting off. I always get, I call it my pity cocktail, and I'll have
That's
myself
funny.
like a pity cocktail, and then I move on and find something else.
I love that.
yeah,
A
absolutely.
pity cocktail. That's great.
Yep.
John, that's why we with Studio Bridge, because we do a monthly prize for Studio Bridge, and we were talking about how we would figure out who would win, and we were like, let's just make the next guest artist pick it, because it's so it's complicated. It can get
hard.
pretty hard pretty fast,
And it
also,
relieves us of all responsibility too.
yeah, it did complete. I was like, oh wow, yeah, that involves us not being responsible in any way.
Oh yeah, I remember that conversation. It was like,
We can just blame Dale.
Yeah. Yeah, just send it my way, and I'll say Bill didn't like your piece.
Yeah.
Consulted with Bill, and he really hates it.
Yeah.
No, blame it on Ray.
Yeah.
Dale, you're gonna have a tough time this month. You're gonna get a lot of awesome animals. I already know it.
Yeah.
oh Dale, so you're following Cassandra?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm so glad I didn't have to go before Dale.
so sorry.
If anybody's wondering what we're talking about, it's Studio Bridge, which each month we feature a new artist as a guest speaker.
Yeah,
Cassandra's our guest speaker this month.
Yeah,
It's
good stuff too.
really good stuff.
every Monday
Great
night.
information.
Yep.
You all are the best. Thanks.
Yep. Every Monday night, Cassandra's coming in and sharing her process, a bit of career, some demos. It's really the whole gamut. Last week, you spent quite a bit of time talking about like developing relationships with art galleries, which was really interesting. Kind of like how to go about it, what was the advice to show up unannounced with your whole portfolio in like a wheelbarrow outside?
With a megaphone, just being like, I am here.
Yeah,
Glad you were
I am
listening
here.
to me.
No,
Yeah.
quite the opposite. Don't show up out of the blue, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're a rock star.
Yeah. Unless it's
Cassandra.
Brilliant Hunley, because he can do that.
Yeah.
Cassandra, are you going to get into why you choose particular animals for? Like, is there? I'm always with your stuff. I'm really interested in the why.
Oh, yeah.
Because it seems like there's a story there, and like I'm very interested in hearing the story. If there is one, if there's not, that's okay. Don't feel like you have to. Well,
No,
make up a story.
No, it's silly. Like some of it is like, I feel like some animals get a bad rap. I feel that way about opossums. I think that they're wonderful, wonderful animals. And I do think that they're really cute. And they just have a horrible, like, people think that they're terrible animals, even though they are saints of like the ecosystem. So I just, so some of them I just want to paint nicely so people will think nicely of it because I feel bad for them.
Well, that's nice. So, but seriously, aren't opossums the liars of?
Oh yeah, like one possum will eat thousands of ticks a season, which
Yep.
helps preventable tick-borne diseases. They can handle like snake venom, and so it's because of them. There's like antivenom serum that it like. Their core temperature is cooler, so it is very difficult for them to get rabies. Like there's just so many positive things to opossums, and sadly, people think that they're like rats, and try to kill them off. But they're really good to have around your house, like outside.
Well, then you know what? Now that I know that, I will stop actually swerving into.
Here, I'm gonna share.
And they're America's marsupial. We only have one marsupial, and it's them.
I think this
Didn't
is
know that.
one of my favorites.
That's great.
I love that. For anybody who's wondering about Cassandra's work, if you haven't seen it.
Oh, it's awesome. Awesome. And the frames are incredible.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun kind of finding frames. Like some people just drop them off, or I find them in an alley or near a dumpster, or I find them in salvage lots, like just collecting dust and bugs because nobody thought they'd be worth the effort.
Do you ever go in the territory of insects? Do you
Yeah.
bugs?
Yeah, I did a big praying mantis a few years back, and I put it in a show, and the gallery owner told me that people were scared of it, and she didn't want to keep it around that much longer.
Really?
Uh-huh. And I really
Wow.
like it. It hangs in my house.
It's a
And then
pretty
I recently did.
fragile audience.
They said the eyes that bore into their soul, like it bothered them. But I'm going to
Really?
totally paint another praying mantis too.
Oh.
That's really funny.
Going to bite me. I know it.
I wanted to make it into a card, and it was going to say, "I'm praying for you."
Oh my God.
Nice.
And then I
That
did a bumblebee, like a bishop bumblebee.
All right, this is the 3-minute warning for the audience. So in 3 minutes, you got to put your pens down, pens and pencils down, and post your work.
John, that is just
Phenomenal.
ridiculously good.
Thank you.
Oh man.
I'm going to start showing up early.
God. That reminds me a little of your Janis Joplin piece from years ago.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That was one of my.
Oh wow, Dave, that's beautiful.
Oh, way to bring back the red pencil.
Yeah.
Red's back, just for now.
That's beautiful, Dale.
Oh, on your portrait, Dale, I totally wanted to tell you your ear looked great on that.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you.
It was a really good ear.
Thank
It
you
was
very
all
much.
about the ear.
It was actually a portrait of an ear with a head around it.
I was going to tell you that you redeemed yourself for whatever years you've done.
For that lowdown ear that I did. I just want in my obituary, drew a good ear once.
John, it's interesting to me that you're using a black and white reference, but I feel like you caught that orange glow of that photo
Yeah.
so well.
It's a really good point, Timmy.
Can you explain why that is? It's just really, I don't know. It's counterintuitive. I wouldn't have, I don't know. Yours is like the most dead on with capturing that glow.
Mm-hmm.
While Cassandra and I were here talking at the beginning, I was looking at the color image and I blacked in all the color.
Really?
I just drew it really vague and where the color was going to go, and as kind of like a setup, rubbed it all down, and then went back in, and now I'm just reinstating the drawing again.
Are you going to work on this one all night, you think?
No, I'm done with it when we
Yeah.
change.
Oh, good, because I think it is in such a good place. I don't want you to mess with it.
I might
I'm
mess
not
with it later
suggesting
on.
that you should, but
Just take a
think-
picture before you do.
I think what she's really saying is ruin it, John. So I want to.
It's interesting. Artists aren't competitive, are they?
I know.
Give me really bad advice on what.
John, you should definitely keep working on that. It's going to just make that. I think you can make it much better.
Truthfully, if I work on it, it's going to get worse.
No, you can definitely make that better. You should keep at it all night.
Yeah.
Just rub your whole hand down the whole thing.
Yeah, you
I
think you
would
need to
push.
push
I would
back?
push the darks really dark. That's what I would do.
I think you need to push it back now, make it a little vaguer.
I can't.
It's messing me
To
up.
some,
with that on
to
screen.
some inexperienced people, not me, it's hard to tell what you guys are being sarcastic about and what you're being serious about.
Oh.
So we are insecure people, and John's looks so good. We're trying to have them mess it up.
Yeah.
So
Basically,
there's a
Where's the
point
beer?
at which if you keep working on something, you work the life right out of it.
Really.
So we're urging John to keep working.
Are there any artists? Are there any artists that just the more they work on it, the better it gets?
No.
Yeah,
None?
me, every
Yeah, I
time.
was gonna say Dale.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I always keep working on it, and it always gets much better.
Really?
No.
no.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, sarcasm is low-hanging fruit, guys.
No, I'm like, I
Okay.
always know exactly where that line is, and it's like, it's just 5 more minutes.
It's funny. There are times when you need to keep pushing something and it will become better, but there are other times that you need to recognize that you've hit this beautiful spot in your piece and you need to let it be where it is, or else it's all going down. But that's really hard to decipher sometimes. So like, yeah, we've all ruined a lot of pieces that way.
Okay, so here's a great quote. For the first 5 minutes, I make art. For the rest of the time, I try to save it.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
I
that's
said
pretty great.
that.
All right. So this is the end of the first pose.
No, thank
So-
goodness. I was not making magic with this.
Cassandra and Dale, I
Hey
remember-
guys, 1 second. All right, so we're posting the work to Instagram. So please post it using hashtag illustration isolation and at Visual Arts Passage. I'm going to drop this info into the chat. Post it to Instagram, and at the end of the night, we're going to check out everybody's work. So if you're drawing with us, you just have to put that in the chat, or you have to just put that as the caption of your artwork. That's it. At the end of the night, we're going to check it out. It is the best part of the show. If this is it needs to be on your feed. It can't be like in your stories, and you need to have a public account. But at the end of the night, we're going to check it out. We look at everybody's artwork for the whole night. It's really cool. I highly recommend trying it out. Don't be shy. Everybody of all skill levels does it.
It's just really cool to see what everyone does. Everyone has their own way of handling the same images, and it's beautiful to see them all together.
The other thing about, Timmy, what you were asking about the color of that is that I really don't, I mean, the color's beautiful in that piece, but it's the value structure. It has more to do with value than it does color. And so the advantage of looking at the black and white, it's an advantage because it gets rid of, you don't get confused, you don't get seduced by the color. At least I don't.
No, that's a good point.
No, that's absolutely true. But you guys, so when they had John's on the screen, I was looking at mine and I was like, it's not so bad. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Then I saw John's on the screen and I'm like, please take John's off the screen. It's killing me.
So good.
I'm going to make you feel a lot better this drawing.
I hope so, man. I just.
That's my goal. Make you feel a
That's
lot
right.
better, Bill.
I appreciate that. That's what friends are for.
Did they take John's drawing off the screen? I was just waiting until that was gone before I jumped
Whoa,
on.
Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
How's everyone doing?
Okay.
There's always an entrance, right?
Ray, I know.
I'm Ray Bonilla, and I'm coming into the room.
Ray, I want you to late night DJ my illustration work. That's not
I could
too good.
I could do that if you join my Patreon. $100 a month. That's the platinum tier.
Ray, I have a question for you.
Okay.
All right. And so I'm doing this publicly so I don't get stepped on.
Okay.
If I put you up for an art challenge tomorrow, will you do it?
What type of art challenge?
There's this thing going on Facebook where you post a new artist for 10 days in a row. And then you're responsible to go and post 10 pieces of work. You post a piece of yourself and then you nominate a new artist. And so far, every time every time Bill's like cut my legs out from underneath me because he's inviting the artist that I was going to invite. And I'm doing this publicly to get your commitment. You can say no to me, but remember, a lot of people are watching and you would thoroughly embarrass me.
This is being recorded.
But
Why
Ray,
wouldn't you want to
can
share
say
your
yes.
art with us?
Before
say
you
yes
answer,
to
Ray,
me.
before you answer, all it says is 10 days, 10 pieces of art. It says nothing about consistent days. So like I told
Okay.
somebody, I'm going to spread mine out over a decade.
This is a man who reads contracts well.
That's right.
Yes,
So you go ahead and
I-
answer now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to talk it over with my lawyer, Dale.
Okay.
Better call Dale.
Better call Dale.
Ray, I didn't know anything about it. I got tagged by Bill Sienkiewicz. And so I've chosen Dale. I've chosen Bill Cobb. I would have chosen Cassandra, but Bill cut my legs out from underneath me.
Nice, Bill.
So you're trying to get ahead of it, right?
And so I'm trying to get ahead of it before Dale gets any ideas or anybody gets any ideas. Think, oh, I'll just ask Ray tomorrow morning. They'll get up early.
Midnight tonight, Ray's going to be nominated.
I'm
by
posting
me.
right now.
So this way, you either say no to me, which is fine. I'll accept no. But
If he
that,
says
Right.
no, I will then send.
no,
him
then you
out
can't
the
do it
next
for
day.
anybody else.
Oh wow, dude, I feel
Wow.
like I'm in the middle of this.
I just posted my request, Ray. So respond.
Let's have some fun. Let's sausage this off here. So what would I gain to go with you, Dale, over John, who asked me first? I mean,
I
is
don't
there
have
any incentive?
I have no expectation that you'll actually go forward with it. I'm just giving you the opportunity to accept and then let it die of neglect.
Okay, all right.
Dale also recently won an American Illustration Award.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So would you be willing
There's
to give me your American Illustration Award? Is that what's on the table?
Yes, you just keep looking at the mailbox and you'll see something flying in there sooner or later. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Well, that's one of the stranger bids, I'm sure, of the night. So
You
anyone
have
else want to bid on
3 seconds to accept, 2, 1 offers off the
Yeah.
table.
It's pretty interesting, Ray. You haven't committed. You haven't said.
I know I have everyone, but I mean everyone's vying for it, and I feel like sounds like my commitment is pretty valuable. So to whom shall I say yes to?
Well, my offer's off the
Like
table,
everyone's
so
my
you
friend
go ahead.
now.
You're like the girl at the dance that everybody wants to dance with. And I'm like, I'm going to go find that person over in the corner that nobody's dancing with. Your head's gotten too big, man. I don't want you anymore.
Yeah. See, it's the wrong crowd, right? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, no, yeah.
He's
yeah.
like your favorite band that blew up, right?
Yeah.
I'm not into Ray anymore at all.
Right now, yeah. Ray used to be so cool, but then John had to ask him.
John
Ruined it
ruined
for
Ray.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
there goes my
Christmas
stock,
program.
John. So I think John torpedoed me on purpose. Now I'm starting to see that I'm playing checkers and John's playing 4D chess over here. John, I would be more than happy to accept your bid.
Wow.
Good.
Wow.
Expect it.
But I'm just so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would be is the operative.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask tomorrow, and you're going to have to turn me down publicly on Facebook. And if you do, that's fine. I can live with it.
Just know you've disappointed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a public proposal where the woman says yes and then later is like, why did you do that in front of everyone?
Yeah. Why did you do that? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't let me say no that way.
You did it at like
That's
at
the
that
point.
Celtics halftime.
Yeah. This is not how I dreamed it would
Yeah.
this proposal would come, John. So
We'll
my
see.
goodness.
It's like you're on the big screen right now. Just imagine.
yeah.
On the jumbotron, man.
What are you talking about?
Just-
This is the big screen, guys.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the big screen.
Ray, he's just an artist standing in front of an artist.
Has anybody ever been on the kiss cam and then like rejected the kiss that was coming in?
Oh my God.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I mean that happens all the time.
Ray, what are you
It's
working
super
in?
awkward. Yeah.
I right now I am working in Photoshop and thinking about a lot of things now that I've gotten all these bids. I don't know now to feel valuable or as
Or
if
used.
I was used. You know?
Feeling very
Maybe a
cheap.
little bit
right
of
now.
both.
Yeah. Feel a little cheap. Yeah. How should I feel, Cassandra? I'll take whatever you say.
Just feel honored and take it as a compliment.
Yeah, take it as a compliment. Okay.
You got to
No,
be
yeah,
the belle of
that'd
the
be
ball
great.
for a moment.
I know,
Well,
for like
well,
5
Ray-
seconds. Then I got left at the ball. Well,
Yeah.
the ball was actually a Chick-fil-A, I found out. later on.
Hey, and like that was the longest I've heard you not be mocked. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You thought Cassandra
Yeah.
was the this one.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. He knows that Cassandra wasn't vying for my bid, you know.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, I said if
Yeah.
you missed it because I said, oh, if you turn John down, I'll just do it the day after.
Yeah, oh, okay.
What we
Well,
should all
see-
do, we should all ask Ray and publicly,
Yeah.
like just,
Yeah. Actually, you know what?
Well,
You
see, I
will-
already did though. That's the problem.
Well, you could show up. How about this? We show up to Live Brush, and then you could ask me then.
Live Brush.
Oh,
Like a week
I
away,
am
man.
in,
I see what you did there.
it's
Like
like a
days
week
are gonna be
away,
gone by
man.
then.
Wow. I thought we made it really clear, Ray, that you're not allowed to bring up Live Rush here anymore.
Right.
You and I, we all talked. John and I called you, and I thought that was a pretty serious come to Jesus talk. and-
Yeah.
So they're gonna dock your pay now, Ray.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we're
That's,
gonna
you
cut
know.
it in half.
So, too funny.
Ray,
Timmy,
how-
you sounded really clean, my friend.
Oh
I-
yeah, it's because
I mean, I wonder
you've
who-
gotten me in on your microphone addiction.
Yeah, you see, like, now the insults are coming in over, much
Yeah.
more higher fidelity.
Hey,
Yeah.
I need to clean up my mic game really bad. What do you suggest? What do I need
Dale,
to-
I've gone through the ringer on it, and Ray's got the best setup. His works the best for Zoom meetings.
He sounds great. I'm hoping when I finally meet Ray in real life that he'll sound even just a little bit like that, but I think I'm gonna be disappointed.
Well, I think we're all going to be disappointed, Dale. It'll be mutual
Raise-
disappointment.
Yeah.
You're right about that. I forgot I forgot you'll meet me too, so.
Yeah. But there's always John to make fun of. So that's,
I'll
yeah.
have to prepare you guys for the fact that I'm really, really short. So
Oh, whoa, I'm out.
I'm like, yeah, I'm just,
Cassandra.
Ray's voice is actually it's going through a whole system of equalizers. So isn't it like it's like 5 octaves higher?
yeah. I put about
that would be shocking.
well, I put about $3,300 in the plugins to make it sound this good. So
What is the mic branded model?
this is the standard. Dale, you probably even have this lying around, the Shure SM58.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super
This-
cheap.
So
It's
you just have like a windscreen on there and that's it, or?
No, I just have this little foam pop
Wow.
filter. I mean, like Timmy's got the actual legit pop filter over
Yeah.
his, and
Mhm.
and that's it. You run it through a Focusrite Solo, or just which is a really like nice but not crazy expensive audio interface, and you just put the XLR mic right in there, and the Focusrite goes into the computer, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
use Focusrite. I just run Focusrite straight to Zoom.
That whole thing just went over my head.
You lost me. Yeah, like I almost.
But it sounds real fancy.
It's really nice.
Right.
So you just buy this box that you could plug a mic into, and then you
Yeah.
plug the box into the computer,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Oh my
That's-
gosh,
that's
why
all
didn't
I'm
you say
learning.
that to begin with?
Well, like most people
Because I was getting flattered, Cassandra. I thought it was something I wasn't. Okay.
to unfold this, most people go buy USB mics, and at a certain point, the USB mics just hit a ceiling, but they keep getting more expensive, but the quality doesn't change at all.
Hmm.
But they get more and more expensive, and people think if I spend more money, it equals better quality, but there's definitely a ceiling. So you get the focus right, so you can hook up an XLR mic to your computer, which an XLR is like, I don't know how to explain XLR to people that don't.
It's a big
It's
box.
just
that you
an,
plug
it's an
your mic
interface.
into.
Yeah, it's a big cable.
Hey, Timmy, I'm not sure this is any better than us talking about football or lawnmowers. So,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's
Speaking
not.
of which, John,
Hey, wait, this is you know what? Nobody in the
This is
audience
everything.
Nobody in the audience has ever asked you guys about lawnmowers, but this was asked from an audience member.
that's not true. Somebody asked me about my lawnmower one day. One time.
John, John, what about
Dale's
Someone in
asked
the
me several
audience?
times.
Someone
Yeah.
in the audience.
And wait a
Yeah,
minute, did someone in the audience ask this?
That
or
sounds
I-
like a-
I think I asked.
That sounds like a plant, like John.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you
Like-
sir, you sir. You look like a stand-up
All right.
citizen.
All right. Here's-
But so the only reason why I recommended the SM58 is because it's like made out of it could take a tank shell, and
Yeah.
it's really cheap. It was, cut its teeth in, punk rock clubs and
Yep.
and so the reason why I said Dale knows it, because Dale probably used one multiple times.
I think I probably have half a dozen of them in the basement. So
There you go. So just grab one of those, throw it in there. That's it's got a, oh my goodness, it's not a condenser microphone, it's a dynamic microphone, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, what they do is Timmy had the issue with just having, as a, Timmy, you actually have a really nice like Audio Technica condenser mic, but the problem is you have to sound treat your room in order for it to sound good, because it picks up all this detail. It's really great about that, but the problem is if it's not treated, the sound treated the area, like you can hear the fish tank in the background, and or if it's raining outside, and so it captures that wider, all the details. That's the reason why it kind of feels like it was like in the room.
Timmy, do
That
you have
makes
like
sense.
egg crate up and all that? Oh, Ray, that's nice, man.
No, I don't. I did. Ray is the first guest on my podcast that I haven't named yet, and then I interviewed.
I named
Tony.
it for you.
What did you name it again?
Come
Just
on,
studio.
man.
In
Wasn't it
studio?
Firebrush or something?
Firebrush. No, but I interviewed. I'm already stacking up like an interview, like a collection of interviews. I just interviewed Tony Rodriguez, and he's doing
cool.
the first. So I'm doing long form interviews, but then I want once a month for there to be a story episode that's like really produced. And I just started editing Tony's episode, and it was really funny because I was trying to decide, if you're not familiar with Tony Rodriguez's work, really awesome illustrator.
Gosh, so
And-
good.
Yeah, man,
That's
he's
amazing.
really
and he's
good.
just so much fun to talk with, like just fun. And I told him I explained the story idea, and he was like, okay, I got a story. And for a minute I was like, I wonder the best way to do this. Should I have him like give me a rundown of the story before, so I can act as a good soundboard, or should I go into it really have no idea? And so I was like, I just won't do any preparation at all. 'cause
Yeah.
that requires the least amount of work too. And so
Well, you can always edit later and be actually reactive.
sure. Well, I was hoping not to do that, but you're right. But I I told Tony, I was like, so what's your story? Is it like during like when we started, I was like, what's your story? Like I've been wondering about it. Is it going to be a serious? Is it funny? And he's like, it's a horror story.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah, it's really fun. It's great. I'm really excited about
Is it a true story?
Yeah. it
Oh,
is.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so more importantly, how was this mic game?
Yeah.
It was surprisingly good,
Okay, I would
Yeah,
have
especially-
about
surprised
that.
especially because he said, I'm gonna get to my studio. I've got an old USB mic there. And I was like, oh, that's not something you want to hear. And it sounded great.
Okay, whose mic game is on point? Adams.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what he uses because he
Yeah,
sounds.
Well, he's a musician. He's part of
John,
the 1058.
He struggled some.
John's mentioned this before. He goes, "Why is it that all the guys with the great mics all have audio problems?"
More to break.
Yeah, there's a lot more to break.
Why nobody complains about me. I'm like showing up with like a can and a string, just being like, "Can you hear me?"
I got to take a break. I got to
Cassandra's
call
all
Tony
rigged up.
Rodriguez. I'm going to see if I can get him to do this contest. I don't think I'm going to get Ray.
Yeah, Ray's out. Ray, you're out.
John, you should fire Ray.
Yeah.
We're good.
No,
Ray, we've had a meeting.
First thing I do tomorrow morning is I'm inviting Ray. If he's gonna turn me down, he's gonna turn me down.
I won't turn you down. I promise I won't turn you down. But I was just seeing what my options were, John. You can't blame me for, it was a hot commodity on the market. I wanted to test the marketplace. I'm like that free agent that thought, I think I can make some money. And then
see, Dale didn't question anything. He just did it. Bill did it.
Yeah.
Catherine Lamb did it.
Yeah.
Audrey Benjaminson's done it with me.
Oh,
people react very suddenly when they get mild threats from you, John. So
I really, but listen to the list of people before you, Ray. That's really makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Hey, I got commitment from Gary Kelly today.
So that's fantastic.
I think I'll get him right before Ray.
Gary's gonna be like, "What's the mailing address for Facebook?"
Got that all work out. At least I think I do. I shouldn't speak.
Gary's
soon,
like, Gary's like, as long as you send postage. I'll do it.
John, you might have to drive over there every time you.
His daughter's helping me.
Do you have a FedEx number?
Right.
No, it's a fax machine. I got to get it in.
Yeah. We're 7 minutes out from the third and final pose, but we hadn't brought this up yet, but on Saturday we're doing a free portfolio talk for Visual Arts Passage. So if anybody's wondering about it, it's going to be really great. John Lake Hurwitz is showing up. John English, Lake Hurwitz, Vivian Cossi.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it should be really fun.
It'll be informative.
Yeah, John's like, it's not gonna be fun at all.
It's gonna be informative.
Yeah.
And so what's the forum? How does that gonna work, Timmy?
John, that's more in your wheelhouse because you probably have.
We're gonna discuss what constitutes good portfolio development, discuss how to do it, and take on all questions, both from the illustration side and the concept art side.
Oh, that's great.
And if Dale, you want to join me, Dale, you're welcome to. It is definitely free.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was just gonna have you repeat the price again because
it's not like LiveBrush. You don't have to pay for the service or anything.
Yeah. We only charge people who want us to do challenges. That's really only it. There's a challenge surcharge. I'm waiving that for you, John. I just want to let you know.
We should call it free brush. That's what.
Yeah, free brush. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's catchy.
Yeah.
Worth every penny.
I'm just kidding. If any of you have the opportunity on Wednesday night to go to LiveBrush, go to it. You see two of the best artists in the industry. And then Ray comes in too.
And then Ray, yeah. Ray's there sometimes.
I was waiting for that part.
I was waiting for that.
I think we all were. I wasn't surprised. I'll say that.
The reason we're doing the portfolio talk though, which I just dropped the link to it in the chat, it's important that you register. And register is definitely going to fill out. We dropped the first link earlier this week and it was like 200 people registered right out the gate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like immediately. But John does portfolio reviews before the start of every semester. and he meets with probably quarterly. John, you probably meet with 100 artists, like one-on-one.
Just about.
Meets with them, talks about portfolio. I mean, it's a half hour to 45-minute talk with every single one of them. It's crazy. And it's gotten more and more popular because John just does such a great job at it that it books up almost immediately now. So we did it this quarter, and John, your schedule was booked 3 weeks out, like within the first 2 hours of sending it out. So John is trapped in a web of his own creation, a Zoom dungeon. But so we're offering this portfolio talk as a way to accommodate some of the people who weren't able to book that. And it's, a lot of it, we talk about really like the mentorship courses and like some of the mentorship experience, like how that builds towards a portfolio, which if you're not familiar, we offer mentorship courses. We're gearing up for the spring semester right now. And it's all about getting your work from, A to Z, getting it from where you're at technically to building a portfolio.
And actually the guy who I think knows the most about it is Dale. I mean, he teaches a portfolio class that is exceptional. We got a message today that one of our students, Addie Green, got an award of excellence from CA. Thought that was
Wow.
Amazing.
Awesome.
And Laura Safina got a piece in kind of like Dale, got a piece in American Illustration.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't know.
congrats on that, Dale.
Maybe it shows that I'm getting old or something, but I actually take just as much, maybe more pleasure when a student gets into something like that.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, I've done a lot of that, but to help somebody get there for the first time it's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
it's kind of nothing. I mean, as someone, everyone's first time to be getting into those awards, it's like, just so it's kind of life changer for you. It's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
It's
affirming and
yeah.
gives you momentum. And I recognize the opposite is true also. It's disappointing when you don't get into those, but I don't know. I always use those disappointing moments as fuel to really work harder.
Fuel to go forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of success comes from like a road of rejection because it can fuel you to do something you wouldn't try otherwise.
Yep. I'm trying to work this moment of sort of kindness into an insult for Ray, but I'm coming up short.
Grown soft there, Dale.
Oh, I know. God.
Ooh, Cassandra, that looks great.
Oh, thanks.
Thank Boston, Dale. Thank Boston. We'll come to you.
Oh, Dale, I heard the NPR interview of your mom. That was so wonderful.
Oh, that was cool.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, Dale. Say something about it. Explain what it was.
My mother was a swimming prodigy when she was a kid. She would go practice on oh my God, what's the pond, Walden Pond, with her father. Her father would row a boat and next to her, and she'd just do lap after lap after lap of Walden Pond. And there were very few races for girls, and she was very, very young, in Somerville, Mass. And showed up at a race one day when she was like 10, and the only thing that was open was the 16 and under boys event, and she just crushed everybody, and that kind of started this she just went on a tear for about 5 years, 6 years, won like 80 national championships before she was 15. A real prodigy. So long story short, years and years go by, and she had been elected into that city, Somerville, into their Hall of Fame a few years ago, and she was the only woman elected in there. And for whatever reason, the Somerville mayor, they were kind of looking for people to honor. I think some of the white males that had been traditionally honored were getting a little tired, and they were looking to for more diverse honorees, and they decided to name this pool after her. 70 years after the fact, so she got a kind of a kick out of the fact that it took 70 years for this recognition to come, but it came, and it was a really nice thing, because she's boy, when I heard her voice, she does that trick that a lot of older folks do. You talk to them on the phone, and she sounds like she's 35, 40 years old in that. You see her, man, she's 94 pounds, and
she sounds sassy.
Yeah, she is. But she's really, like, I think she said in that interview, she always says, every day she wakes up, she says to herself, I can't believe I'm alive. She's had a lot of experience with cancer, and anyway, it was a nice thing to come kind of in the later years of her life. So thanks for mentioning that, Cassandra.
Oh, I just thought that was so special.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's a real piece of work, man. She leaves this trail of, or when she was younger, she left this trail of, she was a dean at Northeastern University.
Wow.
And you'd see the kids who were working co-op in her office, just after a while they started dressing like her. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I know. All right, I get it. You're wearing the hat, you're doing the jacket. So it was pretty funny.
Sounds like a interesting role model.
She's pretty amazing. Yeah.
It didn't sound like much got by her.
Nothing. I said to Maria later, she's so much sharper than I am. Like her recall, and there's just how fast she was. I'm like, Jesus. I hope I get that. I hope that's my inheritance. So far,
so sweet how
I don't
she
think
talked about
so.
your wife.
Yeah.
It's not going to get better, Dale. It only gets worse.
I always joke with John that my favorite part of our portfolio class is when we're trying to remember something. You've got two middle-aged guys like, oh, what's that guy's name?
And I'm turned into Columbo in that sense. I'm like, sir, yeah. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking it's a word.
Yeah.
And somehow I get it.
By the way, this is the end of the second pose. So we're going to move on to our final pose for the night. It can be can be either option A or B. Make your pick, and be sure to post your work to Instagram using hashtag illustration isolation and visual arts passage.
Ray, that's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
it is. So do you snap a gradient over that, Ray?
Yeah, I'll show you exactly what I do. So it comes from just watching David Grove, or like going over like how he does his pieces, like any of those artists that did like a gradient wash. So I just do it in Photoshop, and then I turn. I mess around with the blending layers, but sometimes I'll do like a hard light to kind of push everything back, almost like if it were pastel, to lessen the contrast, and then I'll just work right back on top of it.
Because that's just beautiful what that does for that. It gives it so much dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just basically I just approximate kind of like what burnt umber would look like, or burnt sienna, and like an ultramarine blue, like a warm and a cool, basically.
Have you you know what I've been doing lately is have you messed around with like dodge and burn layers?
Yeah, like just taking the color dodge and stuff like that.
No,
or-
like so like you'd create a layer with 50% gray, just dump
Okay.
50% gray in, and then set that to overlay, and then use your dodge and burn tools on that. And it's a really great way to just quickly adjust values.
Oh, let me try
Yeah,
that one.
really cool. A
Let's look at that.
photographer friend of mine has been turning me on to all these really great retouching techniques.
So you
Well,
said
he showed me
50%.
something called frequency separation, and it blew my mind. It completely unlocked everything Mark Fredrickson is doing digitally. Like you still have the texture, but you can see it's still painted.
Whoa,
Are you
really?
doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna do
Oh
it
yeah,
right
so go to the dodge tool, and
Okay, got dodge. Okay, and
yeah,
then I
so you
go
would
overlay.
no, leave that layer
Oh.
set to yeah, overlay. I'm sorry.
Overlay. Okay.
And then you can just work on that layer to, dodge with lighten.
And then burn it. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta have a value there though.
Oh,
So let's say you did
Got
it
it.
on the photos. Like try it on the photo.
okay, got it.
Yeah, because if you're just doing like on a line drawing, it's gonna you're not really getting it. So it's just I just use it as a way to very quickly kind of last touches on the values.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Then I'll just turn all these layers back on and then start do another dodge here. Do it in live, folks. All right, here we
Nice.
go.
It's alive.
We're doing it live.
Live brush.
That's my favorite.
All right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you just
I
hit
see.
option, it'll switch to the dodge tool.
Right. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you can
And
do
if
that
you really
digitally.
knock back the opacity, what do they call it? Not the strength or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of the exposure itself, or
Yeah.
You can also switch which value range you want to adjust.
It's 50% gray, so it's easier to just, yeah, I would definitely protect tones.
Okay.
But it's easier to just stick with the one, and then just you're in a Cintiq, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then like I go down, like I put that the strength of it way down, and then if it's too much, I just knock back the opacity. But like I said,
Right.
really, like I've been using it a lot for
Look at that. Well, that's
yeah,
pretty neat.
super cool.
Oh, I think I'm going to do that right now. All right. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Dale.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if you work like that, but for, when you paint, I never put in those last highlights till the very, very end.
Right.
And then when you do that, of course, it's like, oh, well, now I've got to adjust my darker values. So I don't know. I just, for me, it's a fun way to.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like, like you could do on, I saw it's, and I don't know if it's the case because I've never done it before, but like I've seen people use like on airbrush paper, like put a tone down over something and then take like almost like it looks like a rubber stylus.
Yeah.
And just lift out.
Oh yeah.
That area.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
to lighten it and back up.
Yeah.
That gives a nice, that looks like a nice little unifying glow to it.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. I'm just going to log on to OpenSea and publish this as an NFC.
Ray, you saw that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I was going to make a joke like that about my bid for the challenge going not being picked up, as not being as valuable as I thought it was, by referencing the Jack Dorsey NFT. But
Is there a
I
Jack
would've dug-
Dorsey NFT?
So-
I guess
I'll give it. Okay, so Jack Dorsey's, and we don't need to get into an NFT like wormhole conversation about this, but his NFT, it was his first tweet that happened on the platform Twitter, right? And it sold for almost $3 million, like
What?
at the start of the NFT craze. And
that's why they call it a craze.
Yep. And
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, Ray and I, big fans, interested, fascinated, very curious people when it comes to crypto, I would say.
You're crypto curious?
Crypto
Yeah,
curious.
I'm crypto curious.
And they just tried to sell it for a lot of money, and the top bid right now is $7,000.
Oh,
Maybe
That went
Elon will
up.
come and
Yeah.
pay millions and millions for it.
When I texted it to you, Ray, I think it was at $280. Or was it?
280.
It was at, I'll tell you right now.
It was at
it was
how much? It was at something. It was like nuts how low it was for like a long period of time.
Actually, Timmy, it's not nuts how low it was. It makes
Yeah.
perfect sense how low it was, right? It's the other thing that's completely nuts.
Yes.
Well,
Well, it depends
mean,
on how you look
it's-
at it, Dale. It's a great
yeah.
question.
If you're insane, then it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It's bad. It's not
I
a
don't know.
poster child
It's-
for an NFT, but
it's pretty.
it's the reason why people.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Timmy.
No, I was gonna say what's crazy is that the perception of something changed in value so fast,
Yeah.
because neither is really crazy. It's that it shifted so fast. That so many people were on the same page about it that it so quickly went just everybody was like, nope, that doesn't make sense.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Because it's the first tweet.
Yeah. It's the first tweet.
What was the first tweet? I don't know. What was the content?
I think he said testing or hey. I forgot what it was.
Just setting up my Twitter.
Okay.
Yep.
Boy, Elon Musk is tearing it up, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Man.
boy.
Man, he is a showman.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I just listened to the daily episode on everything that he's doing, which
Yeah, I heard that.
did you listen to it? Oh, it was
Yeah.
just so entertaining.
It really is. It makes me so glad that I have absolutely no dog in that fight.
Yeah, you don't own a ton of Twitter stock.
I don't. I
Or
think
Dogecoin.
I
Doge.
think it's yeah.
Dale,
think
you're not
it's
just
half.
bitter. You're not bitter about the Doge to the moon.
Yeah, I don't Doge. You don't Doge.
Oh man.
I was a big Elon Musk fan, but I love what he's
Yeah.
done, but I had no idea he was such a troll.
Yeah.
I'm just
that-
I don't know. I'm
that
just
episode-
not into that.
That episode really got into how he is a troll. But I thought the episode did a really great. This is the New York Times daily podcast. It's like 20-minute. Very, very. Do you listen to that often, Dale?
Oh, every day, yeah.
Me too. It's just really bite-sized, gets you caught up with whatever is like the most newsworthy story of the day. But I thought they did a really great job of explaining that Twitter is more than you think it is, especially because we've talked about it here. A lot of people will write it off, I think, as like the not cool social media, or like the social media that is struggling. And it's the most town hall social media platform. and it feels like they really go through like how it's been. I don't know. I loved Michael Bubara's explanation of it.
Which one? What do you mean?
Just that
Just how it's a town hall.
Specifically today, he just explained how it's very much a town hall more so than any other social media platform. And that like it's more of a community platform than any of the other ones. The other ones are much more like an algorithm of curation that just like completely decimates, like, I don't know, they're more disjointed in a way.
Yeah.
And it's like the platform for journalists, I would say.
Definitely.
You know, it's like there's a reason that I don't see like serious journalists on Facebook, but I see like radio stations and like local news.
Yeah.
But like serious investigative reporters use Twitter.
Yeah. And I mean, that whole, like the Arab Spring, that was a Twitter event.
It was.
You know, it's really affected the world.
I guess TikTok is kind of seeing that now, but TikTok's also responsible for a lot of misinformation too. So
well, and so is Twitter. I mean, they all are.
True. They all are. Yeah. It's interesting.
It is. I don't know. I hate where my head goes to if I'm on any kind of, if I'm just looking at my phone too long. So I tend not to.
Yeah.
To engage that much, but you know, I'm not one of those people who you know, it's kind of like how our parents treated television, right? It's like, get your head out of that box.
Yeah.
But that's where everything's going on. Are you active on Twitter, Timmy?
Not at all. I'm not active on any social media.
Oh, no kidding.
Come on, Timmy.
I post on Instagram like once a month, maybe.
I follow you. I like you.
Post my dogs. Ray likes it.
Yep.
I actually just stare at my Instagram until Ray likes it, and then I close it. That's my goal.
It's
funny. Complicated. I feel for artists though, because you all are tasked with, you know, if you don't share your work, is it hurting your trajectory? Is it important, you know? And there's artists that say it's really helpful. So I come from a perspective of a non-artist that also I see the back end of it. I see a lot of the ad side of it. And I don't stand to benefit from it personally, you know?
Yeah.
But I could see how, Dale, it's really important for you to leverage it. Or is it?
It should be, but I don't do it properly. So,
but I bet you do. I bet you're pretty modest. Like, I bet, did you share, like, would you share about, like, keep people up to date on an award or something? Or
I do that, but I really don't. I'm not active on it. You know, if you look, I think this week I've probably posted more this week than I have all year. I like people's things, and because I think, well, if I do this, the algorithm will keep showing me their thing. So that's why I always like Ray's stuff, regardless of what that looks like.
I've lost a lot of followers for some reason. I think I know why.
What's that?
So I've lost a lot of followers recently, and I think I know why.
When Facebook and Twitter came out, I was 16 years old.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. And those platforms and I joined them, and those platforms were just like, it was like Peter Pan. There were only children on them, and we were all teenagers, and it was just a mess. It was, yeah.
Was it horrible?
I think that it was a lot of young people who just didn't realize, like, the internet is forever, you know?
So it started as Peter Pan and ended as Lord of the Flies, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
I'm so glad my kids just made it past that, like before it got really popular. I remember when a neighbor's daughter, she had just she was a senior in high school, and she said, I remember being over there, and she's like, "Dad, I want a Facebook." And I'm like, what is that? And he looks at me, he's like, it's some creep who's just picking up girls in Harvard. I'm like, okay. Noted.
Oh wow, he was like a
That's
local.
such a dad description.
Yeah, but Dale, he was like a local creep. For you guys were like,
Yeah.
That kid down the street started this stupid
Oh.
face website.
Oh yeah. One of my really good friends.
Dale's in Boston, by the way.
Yeah, one of my really good friends. His son went to Harvard, and he was like really good friends with the is it Winklevoss? Is that who?
Yeah,
the twins?
The Winklevoss twins.
Yeah, so he was like
I
all
was
in
so
all
gonna
that
make a
stuff.
joke about the twins, and then you actually meant the twins.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know, he's still involved in that stuff, and I have no idea how. But part of me wishes we would just have that huge electromagnetic pulse and everything would just shut off. And then I think, well, if that happened, then I couldn't watch Netflix,
Yeah.
you know?
or be on this stream, or do you
Yeah.
secretly want illustration
Yeah.
isolation to end?
Exactly, or live stream.
Yeah,
If
I'll be
I was-
totally honest with you, Dale. If that were to occur, John and I's lives would change pretty dramatically.
All right.
You can go ahead and say that.
Well, no,
that
mine,
I
all
was
of our,
gonna let you say that. Timmy.
man, that would be a rough week.
rough week. That's funny. You know what I mean.
Dale's like, how's it going for you guys? Well,
Hey guys.
well, my schedule is totally open.
Right.
Plenty of slots for portfolio reviews open. all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
plenty of spots for portfolio reviews
Yeah.
if you're based in Kansas City.
Yeah. I've learned how to hunt. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. I will tolerate the social media giants.
You know what I mean. Man. Like,
I know, yeah. To turn off the junk.
the,
Turn off the
the
junk.
noise,
Yeah. Like I don't know, because I deal so much with the social media and I read a lot about it. And it is interesting to me, even though I don't use it, but I do hear students ask our teachers a lot about like how important it is as an illustrator. And
it's very
my gut thought is though, it'd be more important to just be good at illustration.
Yes, it is. But there are,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to contradict my own, you know.
That's fine. A devil's advocate at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very important to be really good at what you do. And there are tons of people who are really good at that
Yeah.
same thing, and they're on social media.
Yeah, it's true.
So the key is what we do, and I'm not as good at selling as you guys are, and I'm not selling, but I really believe that the key to what we do here, or in John and I's portfolio class, is really help you learn how to be different from your competition by being educated about the business and where your work should be aimed at, you know, where it's appropriate, because I see a lot of, we all see a lot of social media stars. And after a while, like I start really paying attention. You can tell who's not doing work for clients, you know? You've got 50,000 followers. That's nice, but I've never seen your work used in a professional setting. I've never seen you in a show, you know, like Society of Illustrators or, you know, American Illustration or CA or so there's a big difference. And that's not to say you can't make a living, but you know, the way we do it has been proven, put it that way.
Well, also I think it's like there's one thing to have a lot of followers, and there's another thing to build your, you know, your own community of patrons.
Yeah.
And I think like, I mean, look at Cassandra, I was like just thinking about the other day your talk on Studio Bridge, about how like you use your artwork to then, get open yourself up to other opportunities and use that through the vehicle of, social media. And it's not like it's a means to an end. It's not an end in itself, and so
Still
like
art forward.
exactly. And I think that's the thing. Like you can do, I think a lot of people, what they do is they end up just like you were saying, Dale, kind of doing things that garner likes, but you got the person there. So, what else are you offering them in terms of like, giving them access to things, so I think the smart artists, understand kind of what they want out of the, social media and how to leverage it so that they can get, open themselves up to other projects. Like I don't think I would have really, truth be told, I mean, a lot of my opportunities have come from social media for that very reason, because I'm able to network with other artists and, but I don't, it's not the end all be all, for me.
Yeah.
It's just a way of advertising what I'm doing. So
You do it really well. You do it really well, Ray, because you show the work and you show it sort of how it lives in the wild or in the environment, right?
Right.
But you can see that the work is landing someplace in real life.
Right. Yeah, for sure. It's always, for me, it's got to be functional in the sense that if I'm doing something, it's got to be for the purpose of something, so I mean, people could do whatever they want, obviously, of course, but if you're using it as a promotional vehicle, I think it's like what you're saying, Dale. It's like it's not, it's landing something. It's you're using it to catch the eye of other clients, so and I think your portfolio, because it's focused, if it's focused and you're kind of putting out focused things, then people know what to expect. And then you're also going to attract people who support those types of things, who are interested in those types. So you won't have any random people who, like might have 50,000 followers, let's just say, even though that's a ton. But so, where the majority of the people aren't really people that are really interested in your art. They just like that one thing that you did every so often. And I think that's, it's things you have to be careful with,
Well, I mean, followers can be bought, but like the work you're doing, like that's yours.
Yeah, that's a way better way of putting it. So Tim, if you can edit my
No, you said it great. I was just
Note
Thank you.
to self. Note
Thank
to
you
me,
for-
fix it in post.
cut here and cut there.
Cassandra, thank you for saving that rant. I'm not sure where that was going.
no, I mean, what you guys are all talking about is putting yourself in a healthier place, because you can go down a rabbit hole of like, you're going to judge yourself harshly against faceless people, and you're making sure that this is about like what you're passionate about and what your work is, and that puts you in a way better place to handle it.
Oh, for anybody who's bothered by bad comments they get from like art that they've posted, maybe for audience members or something, Visual Arts Passage and the Illustration Academy, Alice and I manage the social. Alice does most of the social, and we have a sizable following, not large compared to, I would say, like some of the artists that we work with, but it is shocking just how many trolls are available on the internet, where it's like you can post the most just incredible piece of artwork and somebody out of nowhere, like almost, I become suspicious that they're bots. They'll just be like, this sucks. And you're like, what? You're talking about like, iconic art. And it's just like, so the internet is a bad place, I think, to go get feedback from strangers often.
It's funny. I haven't really.
Be careful.
Has anybody here really been on the receiving end of that?
like once, maybe once, but that was back when I had like a blog, you know.
Yeah. Oh my God, like a blogspot blog.
Yeah, blogspot
Yeah,
blog,
yeah.
You gotta really be
Yeah.
reaching, Dale. You know, you gotta be.
Yeah. I only have, I don't have that many followers though, Dale. So yeah, you gotta go down to the depths to find me. You know?
Yeah. I actually had a friend who was a really great artist and like kind of a mentor. And I realized he was like a real super troll.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like what are you like? Why are you that guy? Because in person, he's the sweetest guy, you know, very supportive, complimentary, lots of information that he was just happy to pass on. And man,
Yeah.
And you know, Bill is here, right?
I know.
No, I was just thinking though that I had somebody who would comment on things, and there was always kind of this undertone of like telling me what I should be doing and why what choices I was making were wrong, and that and I just felt sort of psychologically undermined. And
Yeah.
I got tired of it. And I'm like, this person, I don't really know this person. They don't have enough agency in my life to comment on my life. So I blocked them. And I don't have to think about them.
That's a really
So
good way to handle that.
What would things like, it's like, I really love this, Bill, I can't wait for you to fix the nose, that sort of thing, or use glue.
Ray just did that to you.
Can't
The
wait till it's
nose
done.
is not the problem, Ray. It's the mouth. So you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always something about the nose.
on the
The nose is the least of my problems.
Yeah,
Right.
nose is the most of my problems, you know.
on the topic of techniques, we've got an audience question. What do you use for fixating your charcoal and pencil drawing so it doesn't smudge?
Don't
what? Wait.
We don't
Don't
fix the. I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Occasionally at the like in
I
the,
need you guys to yes and with this.
I'm going to answer it. Occasionally, like in a beginning stage, you can put fixative down on
Yeah.
on like the first part that at least the way I work, the first part that I rub down, I could put a really light fixative down and then go back and put another layer on it. But it always changes it. I mean, it always makes it darker or takes some of the pastel off.
Okay.
So the only real way to do it to fix pastel that I've seen that's very effective is to take an airbrush and blow matte medium very lightly over it.
Oh, no way.
But you got to be very, very careful with it. Learn that trick from somebody in my family that did it a lot.
And you don't want to breathe it.
I use this.
Let
This is
me
really good for
let me spotlight you.
charcoal. You can't spray too close because it will change the color, and I just do really thin layers, but this stuff is no good for you. I mean, this will kill you. Look, I think it actually says this will kill you in German. Yeah, this will kill you.
That's Lascaux. That's good stuff though, dude.
It is good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tastes amazing. Whoa.
Yeah.
I went to a show of Mary Cassatt's work, and it's amazing. You look at pastels, color wise and lighting, and light doesn't affect it. It's very stable that way.
Mhm.
It falls off the surface
Right. Yeah.
over time. And I was amazed. They showed like these photos of the work prior, 50 or 100 years before, and then what it looked like today. And it was very different. A lot of that pastel had fallen. Like they said, if you left it in one place, it would just be on the floor.
Wow.
It was like, oh, ouch.
Here's a follow-up question. Has anyone tried out hairspray? I heard it works.
I've tried that. Have you guys tried that?
I've tried it. Yeah, but it makes my hair real sticky. I don't know.
I was going to say it worked in an 80s metal band. It was
John uses hairspray every day.
I used
Dale,
it very well.
Dale, did you have like a belt holster for your hairspray back in the hair days?
Did you use
No.
curlers or did it naturally wave like that?
No, naturally waved, and
That's impressive.
I affixed it to the neck of my guitar, and I would spray it and have a lighter, and kind of light the.
Please tell me that's true.
I wish it was. If I thought of it, I would have done it.
Oh my God.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that made me think of I watched a fun documentary.
What?
Did anybody watch the new Tony Hawk documentary?
No, I got to watch that.
It's on my
Yeah,
list.
I really liked it.
I can't believe he's still doing what he's doing.
He's 53 and still doing it. Like he skates 4 to 5 times a week still.
Is he 53 or I thought he was my age? I thought he was 57.
I think he's 53.
Oh, okay.
When they
I'm
shot
not
the
as
documentary,
impressed.
at least it said he was 53.
Oh, well,
Dale, you're younger than you thought.
I know.
Dale, you can skateboard, right?
Yeah.
Can you drop in on a half pipe?
Come on, man.
How tall? How high?
It doesn't matter how high. If you can drop
Doesn't
in, you can
matter at
drop
all.
in.
You drop in on
No.
anything. Wow.
I won't anymore,
Really?
but
Oh,
I
that's convenient.
still can. Like I think the last time I dropped in on something was I don't know, this past summer.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was crazy. The first like 5 minutes is just watching him trying to get a trick and wiping out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just again and again and just getting up and trying again. And just like, oh, like my body hurts just watching it.
I know.
Yeah. There's a great Chris Rock bit about skateboarders.
What?
And it's just essentially like those kids are going to be fine because it just builds character. There's just no way to get good at it without being really dedicated. Yeah.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really, I like the whole, kind of Beastie Boys culture of it. And that documentary's on my list, Cassandra.
It was good. I think you'd like it.
Yeah. I've been watching How To with John Wilson, which is
I still have to watch that.
What is it?
It's called How To with John Wilson. It's a really great, like, I feel like any artist would really like it. It's just this guy who lives in New York, and he every episode picks a random thing to like investigate as like how to do, and they're just like really bizarre topics. Like one is how to wrap your furniture in plastic.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a good show. I think most people would like it.
Or like your grandparents used to do? Anybody else's grandparents?
Yeah.
did
Oh
that?
yeah, my grandma totally did that.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's what. Oh yes, I didn't know that's what you meant.
Oh yeah, he like goes and gets all of his furniture wrapped in plastic. It's great.
Oh
It's so
my
funny.
God.
And then
Maria had-
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just good. I recommend it. Yeah.
I was just going to say, Maria had my wife had an aunt. They called Plastic Penny because everything was wrapped in plastic.
Oh my God. Do you remember as a kid, like going into the first house, and your parents being like, "Don't sit there."
Yeah, my
Yes.
grandmother's house.
Yeah, I do. It's like nope, don't even sit there. Don't.
Yeah.
I was like, why is it in plastic? Don't worry about that. Just don't sit there.
Yep.
I remember the first time I went to somebody's house with plastic on the furniture, and it was just like, okay, I'm in a weird world.
It's such a good episode because he breaks down like the philosophy of like why you wrap your furniture in plastic. And it's all about like you're trying to preserve something that to enjoy it, you have to damage it. And it's good. It goes into art preservation, and he goes on this like he kind of rambles with his stories, and it makes it fun. So regarding earlier discussion, Elmira says, or I think that's correct. Is it? It's Elmira. I'm pretty sure Grace got into American Illustration.
Oh yeah,
41,
she did.
Did.
and
She did. I
Esteban-
forgot to bring it up.
And Esteban Sanchez got in the online portion. Both VAP students. So
Cool.
There you go.
That is
Yep.
awesome.
yep.
Oh man, I
Great
feel bad I didn't
illustration.
say anything about Grace. She sent me a message this morning and told me
That's
that.
amazing.
I love that piece.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So anybody wondering, the whole mentorship program we were talking about earlier, that these are the results.
Oh, and if we check, there'll be many more, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Many
It
more.
has gotten fun because I get the prints of all these award, like communication arts and site, like whenever these prints come out, I get it. And I don't even check with our students. I just can flip through it and I see our instructors and our students like without fail in any of these books. It's so great. Dale, I saw you in communication arts. That was cool.
Was that out?
I think it was the old one.
Oh, okay.
I went to John and I's physical office, which I haven't spent any time there since COVID started, which is at Trayvon Printing. And,
Oh, you guys have an
no,
office?
it's a mail. We don't need to get into it, but it's
Okay.
just a mailing address.
Yeah.
And
you
somebody
called it
was
an
like-
office. You
somebody-
called it an office, Joe.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
he
it was a
did.
desk. There's a desk there that my stuff is
Uh-huh.
on, and maybe a few thousand illustration academy posters. But I went in and somebody was like, "Hey man, you should get your mail." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they were like, you don't know, your mail's here." And I went and there was like a stack of mail for me that was like 3 feet tall.
Oh my gosh.
And I had just missed it. And it was I thought I'd canceled communication arts and I had not.
Huh.
So it was like years of communication arts, just
Oh,
years
wow.
of Dale Stefanos artwork. that I grabbed.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
No, it
Like
was
a
great.
fever dream. It's a fever dream.
Yeah.
Now it's worth money and it's vintage. So get him to sign it.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, CA is, oh man. That's a great competition to get in. That's the hardware is so great that they say.
Yeah, the hardware is awesome.
Oh man.
What do they send you?
It's like
They
a
send you the-
gigantic
here.
block of aluminum.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that thing now.
Just lay them all
Let's
out,
see it.
Dale. Lay them all
Here
out
we
so
go.
they know.
Yeah.
They look like this. They look exactly like that. But it's,
Oh,
it's a
that's
wedge.
Nice.
cool.
So you
Oh,
could
wow.
you could split wood with it, right?
Oh, I was gonna say it would be hilarious, Dale. It would be such a power play to use that as a doorstop.
A doorstop. Yep.
Oh,
Actually,
my
Yeah, I
God,
see
that's
you
that.
know what I'm gonna
a
do?
power
Yeah. From now on,
That would be the ultimate flex.
I'll just do that.
Yeah.
So anyway, what are you guys up to?
play. Yeah, what are you guys up to? It was like, Dale, how do you prevent your hand from smudging your drawing? Well, you just gonna need to, elevate
Oh,
your
that's
wrists.
Hilarious.
Let me scrape
Yeah,
this
yeah.
painting down here.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's good
Your
stuff.
palette.
You should keep them in the
Uh,
bathroom, Dale. Just like, who is it, the actor that like their awards were in the bathroom or
Oh
something?
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just like, yeah, I've got a bunch. They're over here.
I don't know how long this has been going on, but the awards at the Society of Illustrators, it's like a medallion now. I mean, it has the strap and everything too.
Oh, so
no
did
way.
they do the
You could-
Olympian like metal
you could
like
wear it.
height?
Oh,
I
like
thought
a
it was always
like a marathon finishers.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh, that's
It's-
awesome.
That's
I
awesome.
thought it was always
Wow.
like that. Was it not
No.
like that?
No,
No.
the original ones I got with a long time ago, they were came in this really nice case that
Mhm.
opened up and
Yeah, I have a gold medal because they didn't put a middle. They didn't put a middle initial on it, and I inherited it.
don't pull that one on me, Timmy.
I'm a
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I have a whatever, John, whatever.
Your dad
I'm
used
a
to use that on me
gold
all
medal-
the time.
I'm a gold medal winner.
Owner, Timmy, owner.
John, you should just wear like
In a
the
lot of ways,
medallions around your neck.
in a lot of ways, Dale, I won it.
No, you just deserved it.
I deserved
Right.
it. Yeah. So Yep.
Somewhere,
it's got like a big buffalo on it, right?
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it was like
I don't look
an
at
inheritance thing, Timmy, I got
Yeah.
22 of them.
I don't look at mine probably as much as you guys do, but
That's funny. That's funny.
yeah, John, you've got a lot. That's fine.
Well, I have a few of my own, but mostly my father's,
Yeah.
which I don't have actually.
Yeah.
Dale, somebody asked what material you're using.
It's just a cheap sketchbook, pencil. It's Caran d'Ache black 7B pencil. Wow. And a paper blending stump.
Is that like a Scantron pencil? Would you say? You know what I'm talking about?
Scantron? I don't know what that is.
Like
What
test,
is that?
like
That's
test paper.
darker.
Yeah. Much
Um,
darker.
You don't know what a
Dale.
Scantron is?
No,
Yeah, Dale.
Dale, come on,
doesn't
man.
know.
I don't know. I'm not with the cool kids anymore. The Scantron? What is this?
That was like
Whoa.
the testing system.
Oh.
Anyways, this is the 5-minute warning for the last post. So
You guys are
don't
doing
think we
good
need to
stuff
get
there.
into
Ray, that is awesome, man.
I know, that's so good.
But
And
thanks. It's
Cassandra,
easy when-
that's killer.
Well, I realize my
Nice.
light is from Studio Bridge, so like you can't really even see it that well, but it does like
Great.
have real color, but it's all glare.
I love the way you did
That's
the
looking great.
the hoodie.
I still want to add a little dark there.
Oh,
For
no.
No, don't do that.
No.
Really?
Leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it looks great.
That's that
Ray,
I'm talking about.
Spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's really great to see Ray. I mean, to see Ray's like this, because now it's like, man, I thought Tyler was doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
we're gonna get Tyler
Uh,
back in this room again
No,
anytime soon.
no, he's
No.
banned.
You
We're
guys have-
banning
you
as
guys
a
have falling
founding
out?
as a
Yeah.
founding panelist of Illustration Isolation. Self-prescribed. I banned.
Not
him
invited to
from
the party.
I
No, because he's
still
gonna take
have
all the credit.
I still have both your photos pinned to the dartboard in my garage. And somebody came over and they were like, "Who are those guys?" I was like,
Long
"They're just-
story.
The
they're
long
the-
story. Yeah, you don't want
my enemies."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got that dartboard at a garage sale, and the only thing I use it for is putting people's photos on it and then sending a text of it as it like, "I have your photo on my dartboard right now."
I love that.
Yeah, it's like
I
it's just a prop for me.
It's like your Godfather moment.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh god.
Ray, did you finish Cowboy Bebop?
No, I didn't. I am still on the first episode. Isn't that bad?
What?
What?
Well, I was cooking
It's been
dinner and I
weeks.
was like, let me watch this while I'm cooking dinner. And then
Okay.
I was like, this is really good. I'm gonna stop and I want to enjoy this. And then I realized I'm coming to the realization I don't have time as much time as I used to have, like just to
Yeah.
like it's rare that you
Yeah.
know, so
Do you think you'll ever go to a movie theater again, Ray?
I
is
was
that-
so I haven't watched Spider-Man and it just came out like it on rental, like
I
online.
watched it last night.
Okay, so I'm like I have to rent it because I'm never gonna see this thing in the movie. So now I'm one of those people that's like, I can't wait for it to come out on rental so I can go see it. And-
Yeah, no, we didn't almost do Spider-Man, but that was John's got a crazy week this week, and so he was like, "What should we draw?" And I was like, "We could do Euphoria, NBA Finals, Spider-Man, or one of my suggestions was taxes."
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's on topic.
I
would
think
we
we
do
should
that?
have a Gilded Age night because that show, like the costuming is beautiful.
What show?
Gilded Age.
Oh, I don't know
Oh,
that.
I've never heard of that.
a guy, an
I can't believe
acquaintance-
this isn't the crowd that watches
Yeah.
like the newest Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Cassandra, an acquaintance of mine, is on the Gilded Age.
Really?
kidding.
Claiborne Elder. Yeah, he's a Broadway actor that I kind of know. He'd probably be like, Timmy who? Timmy who? I know him well, but he doesn't.
The way
probably
you
remember
described
me.
that made it sound like you were really close. I
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
said an acquaintance. I said an
I
acquaintance.
kind of.
Acquaintance. My friend used to house sit for him, and so we would hang out at his house all the time. He had a really nice house.
With or
So
without
you-
him there.
Yeah, without him there.
Solo.
Okay.
Okay, so he
It
has
was,
no
knows house
it was
idea.
more
our,
than you
it
know
was our
him.
weekend getaway.
So you know
Okay.
his house better than him.
Oh, I know
And
him.
him.
No,
Wait,
no,
through
no.
his house.
No, you don't know who you
I,
does he know you?
I got to know him as yes, he does.
I think you've been in his house,
But
you've
I
looked at
think
a lot of his pictures, and
All
you're
right.
taking this a little too far.
I don't know that I like want to go. I don't know like I want to go to the mat on this one.
every time he went to
Because,
his
like-
house, he dropped a picture off of himself. Timmy
Yeah.
dropped a picture off of himself just so he could convince this guy.
Gosh.
Yep.
Listen,
Well, all I
that's
can
that's
say
some
is he's-
high end
he's-
moves here.
Yeah, your
I
friend.
feel like we're
Timmy.
highlighting why, like, that it's amazing there aren't more of us on his dartboard. I think that's what's
Yeah, I
happening
know,
right
right?
now.
Yeah. What's this guy's name again?
This is horrible.
I actually do want to look up which guy it is because I mean I love the show.
Yeah, I want to see a picture of your friend Timmy.
Ah.
Can you? I genuinely do want you to show
I
me
knew
which
when I
one he is.
stuttered through that. I was like, shouldn't have said this. Shouldn't have said this.
You're
You
right.
should
have it.
weakness.
Do you have a picture of
Done this.
you together?
No, he doesn't have to be you together. I'm just trying to.
No,
figure
no,
out
yes,
which
he
guy it
Yeah,
does.
but
Yes,
Dale's
yes,
just Dale's trying to assess how
Timmy.
much I blew this out of proportion.
Yeah.
And
Timmy, you should have known better. This is not Live Brush where it's kind and people. This is illustration
Yeah.
isolation. There are no rules.
yeah,
This
Dale's
is
like
Boston,
yeah,
man.
Dale's
Yeah.
like, welcome to the jungle.
Yeah.
This place always feels like sibling rivalry. Like
Yeah.
if you guys were closer, like a noogie would happen.
Yeah.
Were there any noogies? Answer the question.
Yeah. Are you close enough to do that? If not, you're not close.
P.S. Who else has said noogie except for me? Like in the last 10 years.
No.
First for illustration isolation first for sure.
Yes. You know you've won. Win.
All right. So this is a great stopping point.
Yes, we've hit our low point, so we're gonna
Yeah.
just move
Timer
on.
says.
Yeah. So
Oh,
during this time, this is a great time for audience members. Please post your work to Instagram with hashtag illustration isolation and visual arts passage. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Share it now. Don't wait. Pencils and pens down. John is moving quickly.
I'm ahead.
Yeah, John is moving. This is rapid fast. Honestly, it's probably too late. No, post your work really quickly. And we're gonna go over to Instagram and check everybody's work out in, I don't know, probably a couple minutes. So
Timmy, I believe you.
yeah,
I believe you too.
that's
If you
super
would
nice of
just
you guys.
answer a couple of questions.
I just he's a person that I've met like 8 times.
Okay.
Okay, that's
what I would say.
significant. That's significant.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
How many?
But I would
times
say
did
like
it take?
he's a very this is the thing, he's a very memorable person, and I think I go into the radar often in those situations. So
Okay.
Oh, you see.
How many times? How many meetings did it take for him to remember your name? Does he remember your name?
God, I don't know.
You know
I
what?
also
Like,
have a
I'm
really
gonna-
memorable name, Dale. I go by
I'm gonna
Timmy.
say like I'm the person that is just like very average, like short chick with brown hair. Like no one ever remembers my name, and I remember everyone's face, and I'll be like, "Hey, remember when we talked about this thing?" And I've legit had people just be like, "No, I don't remember that at all."
Get away from me.
I always
Whoa.
remember people, and so
Get
I'm
away
always
from
like,
me.
I'm afraid to wave.
I get remembered for my name. That's because people are always weirded out. I still go by Timmy.
Timotei?
You know what, Dale? somebody asked for a link to the portfolio. They just like sent it to our hello email. They were like, send me the link to register for portfolio development. And I sent it to them, and they were like, is this the surfing Timote?
Oh, that is awesome. Really?
Yes.
awesome.
That's
I cracked
cool.
up. I was like, yeah.
Yes.
That's
As a
awesome.
matter of fact,
So-
yes.
Matter of fact,
Things
yes.
that make me happy.
No,
That's
I went to
awesome.
the bank and the guy was like, do you prefer going by Tim or Timothy? And I was like, it's actually Timmy.
Right now, that actor's friends are saying, "Come on, how well do you know that guy? Does he remember?" you?"
Or that's the last time I'm letting that guy in my house.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
No
that
idea.
too.
Their living room had a garage door that opened up to their back patio. It was really cool. It was a cool place.
Oh,
to house
wow.
it. And it was on the west side, which John, you would know, it's a very trendy neighborhood to be
Is that
in.
the Ted Lasso side of town?
Yeah, it's the Ted Lasso side. Overland Park is the Ted Lasso neighborhood. Yeah. Somebody said, wow. Well, Jeff said, wow, I struggle with these poses. Evidence I need practice more. I need to practice more. Were these tough poses tonight? What does everybody think?
I struggled tonight. This is the only one that really made the cut. My other two did not.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought these were good because they weren't full body, and you had a lot of angles to take advantage of. There were a lot of 3/4. There was profile. So for me, at least, it gave you something to kind of leverage. A lot of times, full body, full on face is difficult for me.
Kind of walking around the room. Which pose was your favorite to work on, Dale?
I liked them all. Whoa,
Oh,
that guy's not. Well, I don't know where he's from.
Yes.
That was good. Oh, hey,
Wow.
Cassandra, this is what I was thinking
Yay!
the other night.
That looks fantastic.
Yeah, that was such a good picture. Where'd you get that?
I just was looking at Victorian photos and tintypes.
Yeah, that was good stuff. So yeah, I was drawing along with you and talking. but-
Oh man, that really proves you were there. Thanks, Dale.
See, guys, I was there.
I
Gold
was-
star.
Dale, did you have a favorite?
Um,
I don't know.
Dude, he's just trying to end this.
What's that? What's up? I'm not going for laughs.
I don't know. I'm not sure. You said-
You guys got like church giggles right now or something?
Yeah,
it's just
pretty
like
much.
you're just trying to end it. You're trying to get through
I know.
that.
Oh, you're just
Just trying to
you
have
think
everyone
I'm still
answer
hung
the
up
question.
on my,
Like that one.
No,
on my
I feel like
acquaintance?
you've made your night miserable.
I'm just you revealed that I've never met that guy in my life.
I had a lot of fun doing these last two.
Yeah, it's really
look great.
strange. It's really strange that Timmy decided to claim that he knew a like a
Right. And Broadway actor nobody really has heard of.
yeah.
Right.
It's a great lie.
Oh, that's great, Bill.
Thank you.
This is my favorite pose, I think, out of all the
Oh, right.
poses.
Oh gosh, the color's gorgeous on that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's easy when you can work on one thing the whole time, you know, or and work digitally, so the stuff dries instantly, and I have unlimited art supplies too.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic, Ray.
Thanks.
Well, is it time, John?
I think it
well,
is.
if everybody's ready.
Yeah, let's move that way.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. I forgot that photo, Chris.
Oh, these are old school ones, man. This is great. Wow.
The expression is fantastic.
Very fun.
These are all old school ones. Oh man, this brings back memories. This
Okay.
is great.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna do what I gotta move something here. Sorry. Okay, now I'm ready.
We had a
Whoa,
busy night. We
Oh,
had a
nice,
busy
Robin.
night, so we got a lot of
that's
work.
beautiful, Robin.
Yeah.
Reminds me of, Alan Kober.
Very nice, Sienna.
Nice, Sienna.
Very good.
Oh, I love how delicate you were with that.
Nice. This is, that's a really nice drawing.
Mhm.
That's
That was a
cool.
hard
So
angle
close.
too.
Oh yeah.
Really nice, Joe.
Nice.
AJ,
That's AJ. Yep.
Always good.
interesting.
Oh, I like that.
Very good. That's nice.
Oh, really nice.
I like the flesh tones in that. Really
Yeah.
nice value structure there.
Oh, that's lovely.
Nice.
Very interesting.
Love that.
That's
Oh,
great.
and Marcy got in too.
Really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
her Andy Warhol was delightful.
Awesome.
Congratulations,
Wow.
Marcy, and good piece.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Ooh, that's good.
Nice.
Oh, wow, that's lovely.
Very good. Oh,
oh,
Whoa.
That's
Wow.
cool.
what?
Wow.
the
Wow.
effect here.
Oh,
Dang.
wow. Best video that anybody's ever submitted, I think.
Yeah. That's really cool.
I really like it with the black behind it though. Nice. Oh, that's good too.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Nice, Devin.
Of course, Devin.
Very good.
Timmy, didn't the last one look like an NFT, like a classic one?
Yeah,
Good
actually,
drawing.
Oh, that's a really good drawing.
Very fun.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Very
Nice.
good.
Yeah, good ink work.
Good energy.
Oh, I love
that's
that one.
cool.
That's good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, Chuck.
Go
Chuck, your stuff is recognizable, Chuck.
Yeah.
I love
know,
that
right?
blue around it.
Ah, I like that.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. That's really good. That's fun. Very good. Wow.
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 that's awesome. Wow.
Good.
What's up with these guys named Tyler?
Yeah, I know.
Really nice, Karen.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They like blue. It's in their name.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
Nice,
Nice.
Rebecca.
Very good, Rebecca. Oh, wow. Peter,
Yeah,
Oh,
really good.
Gary.
You could skip
Very
that
so
one,
good.
John. I thought that's on the ban list.
Yeah, I know. Get him
It's good drawing.
It is.
Mhm.
Look at
Oh,
that.
man.
Very good.
My God, come on.
Really nice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, band.
Yeah, band report.
Cool, Leslie.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Very good.
Whoa.
Nice,
Oh,
Gary.
man.
Wow,
Gary.
Gary,
Man, that is killer.
Gary's
Yeah.
got the materials out.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice,
I like
Leslie.
that one.
Ah, that's really
Oh,
That's killer. Look
I
at that.
love that. Really nice.
Oh, I like that one. too.
good.
Wow.
Fun.
Wow.
Pretty immediate.
Kind of Kathy
yeah.
Kowitzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
That's really
Yeah.
good too.
I love the flesh tone and that the color.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's
Really
not
great.
easy.
All right.
Yeah, all
Nice,
right.
Felicity.
Beautiful. Oh, nice one.
Just bump your head on your microphone, Ray.
No, I'm not even touching it.
I heard
Someone
it.
else
Thump.
did. Yeah, I know. I heard that too, actually.
That last one's
Oh, wow.
gorgeous.
That's great.
Good, Jeff. Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
Nice, Bill. That turned out really cool.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
That Bill
I was
Cody-
looking down and I
Bill's-
wasn't
Bill-
looking up. so I
Hashtag ban
missed it.
Bill.
Bill's got to get more praise during the stream.
Good job, Karen.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So is that.
Shit, people just tackling this.
Dang.
I know.
Oh, look at that one.
Marcy.
That's really cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that's a
Oh.
nice one. Wow.
That's
Real
nice.
likeness.
Really well rendered.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
Cool, Sally. Is that with tissue paper?
Yeah, Sally took Lisa Sears' class, and
I was
it's
just
just
gonna
like
ask
be-
that.
I
just
can
becoming-
tell. I love the experimenting she's doing.
Become very experimental. Oh, good
Wow.
one, Chuck.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Nice, Amira. Good
Nice.
job.
Really neat.
Good job.
Great.
Ooh, that's cool.
Very cool.
Oh, nice. Distortion.
God, nice drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Nice.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Dry erase. That's cool.
Very good.
All right.
It's nice that somebody was listening too. They said watching and listening. It's like nice. And it's not muted.
Yeah.
We find out that
Yeah,
90% of our audience comes in and just mutes us the whole
sorry. I
time.
know.
Yeah.
John,
Your
Really
poor
nice,
ears.
Randy.
Judy
Yeah.
Rush's husband told me that. He goes, I tune in every Thursday and draw with you guys. I turn the volume off though. I was like, Dave, why would you tell me that?
I know. He wants to hear about lawnmowers. That's why.
I think it's
Lawnmowers
because
and
he
football.
That's just
it's-
wrong.
Yeah.
he knows me personally, and I think he's just like, I don't want to listen to Timmy talk that much.
Oh, I like how you put those all together. That's
That's
cool.
fun.
Oh, that is so cool.
That looks great. Good
Very
job,
nice.
Jen.
Oh, good one. Very good.
Oh, that's cool.
Good job, Nicole.
That's cool. Is that he did it with tape? That's really
Oh,
cool.
whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
He's took
Yeah.
a picture
Oh,
through the
I
roll
was
of
kinda
tape
like,
and then
did you
taped
guys-
down.
Did you guys
It
kinda
took me
do
a minute.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I just saw it. Wow.
That's
Whoa.
so cool.
Nuts. That's awesome.
I love it.
Oh, nice drawing.
Cool. I was just talking with Ish on TikTok.
That's lovely.
Look at that.
Nice.
Wow, that's very nice. Oh, there it is again.
Yeah.
Wow.
There it is. Yeah.
That's so
Whoa.
fun.
I would like to know the process.
Good job. Way to use masking tape, man.
Wow.
Man.
Very good.
Really cool.
A lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, this is
That's
nice. I
great,
really
too.
like
Yeah.
the focus there. Very good.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Done.
Sorry.
No. Oh no. While John's doing this, I'm dropping a link to the portfolio development talk we're doing on Saturday. So register if you haven't already. It's gonna be great.
Wow.
Very good.
Informative, but not fun.
Interesting value structure.
All the information with none of the fun.
No fun.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that.
Oh, Sienna, that's lovely.
90%
Oh,
fun
nice.
free.
Hey, Timmy, you have a question about the.
Yeah, I'll
Oh, that's
message that
awesome.
person.
Oh, my God.
Good
Felicity.
job.
Wow.
Man,
That's
Felicity.
Felicity?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
She's banned.
Uh-oh.
I know.
So
I know.
good, Felicity.
We banned her.
Gosh.
We banned her at 10.
We banned this.
I could hear it later on in life. I don't know how good I could have been. They banned me. when I was 10 years old.
I used to draw all the time.
It could have been something.
It's on the waterfront all over again.
Could have been a contender.
That's right.
Got
Oh, that
banned.
is cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I like that.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, I love that.
Ooh,
That's nice.
wow.
Ooh.
Nice.
Peter, that's great,
Wow.
man.
The expression is beautiful.
very nice. Oh, so is that.
Yeah.
Jeff? Yeah,
Cool, Jeff.
very
Did you
good.
do 8 again?
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Perfect with the
Wow.
glow.
Wow. Beautiful.
really great stuff in here.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's nice too.
Wow.
Oh, it's Bill.
Bill.
Good job, Bill.
Report that.
It was a
I like
blind
the
compliment, not
I
even
love the
knowing it was you.
surprise.
Wow.
I wasn't surprised that you did something nice. I was surprised. I was looking at it and then I realized it was yours.
Oh, no, I appreciate that. I got you. That's really cool.
I expect you to do something nice.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's
Wow.
wonderful.
That's
Wow.
the problem. It's that expectation. You know?
I always love the captions that are like kind of a flex, like late start, started late.
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
only had 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. Only had 5 minutes. I was just gonna say
Right.
that, Bill. Yeah. Yeah.
Right hand's broken.
Right hands.
Do this in my sleep.
Yeah.
Did that with my eyes closed.
Right. Right.
That was Sterling Hunley thought he was getting one on Gary Kelly one day. And he said, look, Gary, it was held up his life drawing. Did that one with my eyes closed because Gary just had done one with his left hand. And Gary just looked at him and goes, yeah, it looks like it. It was just like Sterling's face just sunk. Just nailed it.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Thanks for
Oh,
joining.
Chuck.
That was a
oh, Chuck,
Chuck.
the
Wow.
color is so perfect.
Beautiful. That's nice too.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's Julie. That's another cousin of mine.
Aw,
You're coming at me.
Cool.
I
good
know.
job,
Very
Julie.
nice.
Way to be here.
You got to stop telling your family about this.
I know. You're showing me up. Oh, that's beautiful too. So
That's
was the
great.
previous one. I didn't say anything there. I like that.
You know, sometimes
Yeah.
I'm just taking it in and I don't speak, and I hope people realize I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Ditto.
you were beautiful too.
That's great.
That was a Killer Pizza reference.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
It's probably the most used photo promoting.
Good
the
one,
show.
Nicole. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, good job, Nicole.
Nicole did a couple of great pieces this morning. One that was just fantastic.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Oh, Ocean, that's really cool. I love how atmospheric that is.
Oh, that's great.
Ocean's another one that took Lisa's class and just been experimenting like crazy ever since.
That's
That was
fantastic.
a really fun class to watch develop. It was, really, really fun to see all their work.
Very good. Nice.
Nice.
do you get loss messages like when you lose contests? Is that pretty rare?
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, later on,
So you can
much
get it.
later on.
You get to see the parade of the victory laps on social media.
Yeah. Or if it shows, I get emails like, you are not invited. Somehow that feels
Just to be
meaner.
clear, just to be
Do you ever
clear,
get do you ever
are
get
the
those for like those shows who didn't even enter?
Yeah.
No, they're typically all like targeted rejections.
And not is in all caps.
Well, I was gonna say you
Yeah.
should collect them.
Oh, I
You'll
do. I do. I
you'll
have
look
my
back at
favorite
it.
rejections.
I was gonna recommend that promotion. It was like if you get a rejection letter, you should collect it because you're not gonna be getting them as long as you think.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I just turned one into a painting and it's great.
Good choice of what to do with it. Of course you would though. You
I know,
would let
yeah.
nothing go to waste, Cassandra.
These are great.
Well, I think we're there.
Yep.
Oh, and
All right.
man, Devin knocked that
Or
out.
Peter's
Hey,
done.
The illustration isolation's favorite tripod.
Yep.
That's so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
What a
And
great
thank
night.
you, Raymond. Thanks so much for accepting my challenge. And
You won the
Hey,
bid, John. You won the
Hey,
bid.
most importantly, before everybody signs off, enrollment ends the 21st. Classes start the 23rd. So sign up. All these mentorships, everything we've been talking about tonight, go sign up.
they're good.
Can't recommend it enough. Yeah.
It will help you get things started for sure.
Yeah. And if you
So,
enjoyed tonight, you're gonna love it.
So Cassandra, thank you. Bill, thank you. Dale, thank you. Raymond, thank you. Timmy, thank you so much. Very fun to draw with all of you. You all did some beautiful work, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Or maybe we'll see you in our portfolio talk.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Have a great
John.
night.
Thanks,
Everyone.
Cindy.
Have a
Take
good night.
care.
Have a good one.